Toronto's coming out strong for Pierre.
We got to win this election.
We want to fight back and take down the Liberals.
I can't wait till we bring it home April the 28th.
Same as Trudeau. I think it's the same thing. I think it's just a lot of bull and that's it.
People are not stupid. They've seen what's happened with this policy.
Carney the plagiarist.
David Menzies for Rebel News here in North Toronto, standing outside the Pan Pacific Hotel, which is the site of a Pierre Poilievre rally entitled Canada First. Now, I can tell you folks, this rally was supposed to start at 6. It's 6:20 right now, and as you can see, it is a huge crowd. Every single parking spot is filled up. The lineup stretches way past the hotel. How you doing? So there's no way this rally is going to get off on time. It's very interesting because earlier today, the writ was dropped. April 28th is Election Day. So we're finally, at long last, going to go to the polls to see who the next federal government is going to be. And there's a couple of questions, I think. One is, the polls just a few months ago showed the Poilievre Conservatives in a landslide position. Now, if you believe the polls, they are showing that it's a horse race and a photo finish at that. Are these polls valid? Well, we're going to find out when the only poll that counts takes place on April the 28th. And also, what do people make of Mark Carney's platform, which seems to be plagiarism of Pierre Poilievre's platform, getting rid of the consumer carbon tax, taking off GST on homes under $1 million for first-time buyers, stating that immigration is out of control, noting that the deficit and the debt is too high, that too many bureaucrats were hired, that the middle class is deserving of a tax cut. Good golly, Miss Molly, where have we heard all that before? I wonder if Canadians who are on the fence, A, believe Mr. Carney is sincere about cribbing Mr. Poilievre's platform, and B, should he become the Prime Minister next month, would he actually fulfill his promises? In the meantime, we're going to walk around and talk to all the people who are trying to get into this jam-packed rally, Canada First. I can tell you, I don't know if the venue's big enough. What was that line in Jaws? We're going to need a bigger boat.
You're going to need a bigger boat.
I think Mr. Poilievre should have booked a bigger venue, maybe Scotiabank Arena downtown. In any event, let's hear what the Conservative faithful have to say.
I'm very excited to see this. I was hoping to see this. I would love to get in there. I don't think I'm going to, but I am nonetheless so happy I made the trip out here to see that Toronto's coming out strong for Pierre.
You can't even get parking in here.
Yep.
Okay, we've been out here for more than 40 minutes standing in line. It's cold, but we want to get in because we got to win this election.
This is wonderful. I'm so glad to see all the people here.
It's unbelievable. I haven't seen this much patriotism in this country in ages.
There's a level of enthusiasm for a change of government which makes me feel good, even though it's day one.
Largest crowds I've seen, I've been to the London rally with Pierre Poilievre. This is way bigger because it's in Toronto, and Poilievre has a lot of support in Toronto.
We have to win. If we don't choose Pierre, then we completely finished.
As a 25-year-old, obviously I have hopes and dreams to own a home and so on and so forth. And Justin Trudeau and the Liberals have made that a lot harder for people in my age group. That's why a lot of us are educating ourselves as to what's going on, and we want to fight back and take down the Liberals.
I just want to keep capitalism going. I want to be an entrepreneur in this country, in the beautiful country. I still think Canada is the best country in the world, hands down.
Do you think the polls are accurate?
No, not at all.
So what's going on?
Well, I just think it's, the funded, media.
I've no doubt that there's been an uptick in Liberal support, but not the groundswell support that we're led to believe.
The polls are probably not right. I'm not buying it.
Okay.
I'm not buying it at all. I think they want you to buy that Liberals are in the lead, but in fact, I think this demonstrates otherwise.
I don't think so.
It's just the turnout here. I don't think so.
Polls can be always skewed. We've seen that with the U.S. elections where Kamala Harris was supposed to win the election, but Donald Trump won in a landslide.
I think the pollsters at the best of times are biased, and we saw what happened down south when Kamala Harris was ahead in the polls.
Do you believe the polls?
Not really, no. I'm sure there's going to be a little bit more interest within the Liberal polling, but they're paid for polls.
All those news and poll, what they're showing is a fake news and it's fraud, and they want us to believe. I don't believe those.
Okay, I think a little bit of the Trump tariff and the Trump threats, but you know what? I think we can do it because our base of support is very solid. The Liberal support is soft.
We need to bring it home. I think the polls are lying to us, and with the turnout we have today in Toronto, in a very red city, this is an amazing turnout by the Conservative Party supporters, and I can't wait till we bring it home, April the 28th.
Indeed. This is what Pierre Poilievre has been campaigning on, and secondly, correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't Mr. Carney advising this government since 2020?
No, you're absolutely correct. He has been advising this government, and you left out actually the interprovincial trade concept that Poilievre has considered and brought to our attention and has been speaking to the public publicly for now the last 6 months. It's not a new concept. It has in fact been cribbed from the Conservative campaign. You're entirely correct.
Maybe Pierre is actually making better promises, and he's trying to take some kind of percentage from the voters.
Voting for him is just like voting for Trudeau. Nothing's changed. Nothing's changed.
And
he's been stealing all the ideas from the Conservatives.
Carney's just kind of enjoying a little momentum after all the attention from the leadership race, and I can't imagine it's going to last, right? There's too much. It's the same cabinet, the same team.
These things that he does is just for votes. He keeps plagiarizing what Pierre Poilievre said way before, 2 years ago, even 3 years ago, when he started campaigning to be the leader of the Conservatives, that he's going to remove all these.
He's a liar. That's what I believe.
Carney the plagiarist. And by the way, just for your information, he never passed a bill that support any housing initiative.
Oh, okay. So are you, I take it you're not a Conservative supporter?
I'm definitely not.
Oh, okay then. And so which party are you supporting in the next election?
I can't vote, but I support Liberal.
The advice given in the last 5 years has been a travesty and is what led us to this. And the people who created the problems are not going to be the people who fix the problems. There's an old saying, the place that made you sick is not going to be the place where you get healthy.
Kenny is not the best candidate, but I think Pierre is even worse. If Poilievre have anything to do, he should have passed these bills in the last 20 years ago.
Should Mr. Carney form the government, do you think he would indeed follow through on those promises?
Probably not. I don't think he follows through any of his promises, to be honest. So that's just the same as Trudeau. I think it's the same thing. I think it's just a lot of bull, and that's it.
Because Canadians are not stupid. Canadians know that Carney is not the person fit to be Prime Minister of Canada.
It's about the regulations and the permitting and the speed with which these projects need to proceed. We are at such a disadvantage right now that even if we opened up everything, removed every regulation, we are 5 years minimum away from being able to pump any oil to any coast.
People are not stupid. They've seen what's happened with this policy over the last almost 10 years. And so all of a sudden, things are going to be rosy again? No.
Some of the left-wing media are saying that the very name of this rally, Canada First, is problematic. They're saying that's racist, that's code speak for white supremacy. You don't look like a white supremacist to me.
No, I'm not. I'm actually an immigrant from Vietnam, right? So, to be honest, I love the country, which has given me the opportunities to thrive, to learn, to study.
Just let them talk. Let them talk. Let them have their own words. That's it. We know what we believe in with what we're getting with Pierre, so we're just gonna stick with them and Pierre all the way. Canada first.
Nonsense. I don't know what that means. We need to stand up for Canada. I mean, if they want to put Canada last, we need a Prime Minister stand up for Canada against Donald Trump.
How do you make sense out of that?
I'm supposed to make sense of that?
I can't figure it out.
I can't figure it out either.
All right, then.
Look at this crowd. We have diverse peoples here.
I don't agree with that at all.
It's just more pandering to a particular ideology. If you look around, there's no just white people here. I've interacted with absolutely quite a few cultures, and I barely even made it to the lineup.
If you're a proud Canadian, then you should be wearing the flag proudly around your car or out your window or whatever. It's Canada first, and you should be proud of that for sure.
We need to change. We need to flip the switch. And that's about to happen, I think.
I think Pierre's going to take it. We have to get him in there.
Yep,
it has to be a Conservative win, for sure.
And I'd really encourage Canadians to read Mark Carney's book, Values. If they do that, they'll find that a deeper insight into what his larger global intentions are and where his true global affiliations lie.
People are still getting to know Carney, and I think once they get to know him in the next 5 weeks, I think we can win it.
He's not my prime minister.
Hey folks, I know you trust Rebel News to bring you the other side of the story, and this election campaign, it might be the most important one in several generations. But you know something? We need your help. Unlike Mark Carney's trained seals in the mainstream media, we don't receive a nickel's worth of government funding, nor would we accept it if offered. Can you please go to campaign2025.com? That's campaign2025.com. and kindly make a donation so that we can cover our costs.